Imagine discovering a 2,000-year-old computer, or stones so massive that even our modern cranes struggle to lift them. What if I told you that ancient civilizations built structures so advanced that today's engineers still can't explain how they did it? These aren't science fiction stories. These are real places that exist right now, scattered across our planet, and they're about to blow your mind. Let's dive in. Structure number 1, Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. Our journey begins in Turkey, at a site that destroyed everything historians thought they knew. Göbekli Tepe is 11,600 years old. When this temple was built, humans were living in caves with no agriculture, no pottery, no metal tools, not even the wheel. Yet these hunter-gatherers carved 50-ton stone pillars, arranged them in perfect circles, and decorated them with intricate carvings. Here's the mind-blowing part. It's 6,000 years older than Stonehenge and 7,000 years older than the pyramids. Nomadic hunter-gatherers somehow organized hundreds of workers and developed advanced mathematical knowledge to construct something that would take us months to build with modern equipment. This discovery completely flipped our understanding of human history upside down. Structure number 2, Baalbek, Lebanon. In Lebanon sits Baalbek, home to stones that shouldn't exist. The largest stone ever moved by modern cranes weighs 1,000 tons. At Baalbek, there's a stone weighing 1,650 tons, heavier than a space shuttle at takeoff. It was carved, shaped, ready to transport, but never moved. The foundation has 3 stones called the trilithon, each weighing 800 tons, placed 7 meters above ground. They fit so perfectly you can't slide a knife blade between them. The Roman temples on top date to 27 BCE, but nobody knows who built the foundation. Even the Romans didn't know. Modern engineers say moving these stones would require 40,000 workers and engineering knowledge that supposedly didn't exist. Local legends claim giants built it before the biblical flood. Structure number 3, Puma Punku, Bolivia. Deep in the Bolivian highlands sits Puma Punku. When you see these stones, your brain refuses to accept they're ancient. H-shaped blocks with 80 perfectly carved faces. Stone surfaces so flat they look machine-polished. Right angles, accurate to fractions of a degree. Joints fitting together with 1 millimeter precision. Professional stonemasons tried replicating even a small section with modern tools. It took 40 hours for one piece. The ancient Tiwanaku people did this on a massive scale. The largest block weighs 131 tons and was transported 90 kilometers across a lake. These stones are made of andesite, one of the hardest volcanic rocks. The Tiwanaku only had copper and bronze tools. It should be physically impossible. Yet here it stands. Even the Incas, arriving 500 years later, believed gods built this because humans couldn't possibly do it. Structure number 4, Sacsayhuaman, Peru. High in the Peruvian Andes stands Sacsayhuaman, a fortress that defies logic. Stones weighing 200 tons fit together like a 3-dimensional puzzle. No mortar, no cement, just perfect precision. Some stones have 12 contact points with neighboring blocks, each uniquely shaped, yet fitting absolutely perfectly. You can't slide paper between these stones. The gaps are practically invisible. They're engineered to be earthquake-resistant with inward-leaning walls and anti-seismic joints, surviving devastating earthquakes for over 500 years. The mystery? The Incas had no wheels, no iron tools, no draft animals. These 200-ton blocks were moved 60 miles through mountain terrain. When Spanish conquistadors arrived, they were stunned. The Incas themselves claimed they didn't build the oldest sections. The Spanish, with all their advanced tools, admitted they couldn't replicate what they were seeing. Structure number 5. The Antikythera mechanism. In 1901, divers found a corroded bronze lump in a Greek shipwreck. For decades, it sat forgotten in storage. Then, scientists examined it closely and discovered the world's first computer. Built around 100 BCE, the Antikythera mechanism contains over 30 bronze gears that could predict solar eclipses, calculate planetary positions, track moon phases, and count down to the Olympic Games. It used differential gearing, technology we supposedly didn't reinvent until the 1700s. That's a 1600-year gap. When researchers built a working replica in 2021, they called it a creation of genius. This shoebox-sized device was more complex than any mechanical instrument built for the next millennium. The ancient Greeks were building analog computers while most of the world was still counting on their fingers. Structure number 6. Longyu Caves, China. Our final mystery takes us to China. In 1992, a farmer decided to drain a pond that locals called bottomless. What he found underneath shocked the entire world. 24 massive caverns, hand-carved from solid rock, covering 30,000 square meters. Some chambers reach 10 stories high. Scientists estimate that excavating this much rock would require 1,000 workers laboring day and night for 6 years straight. That's 1 million cubic meters of stone removed with incredible precision. Here's what makes this absolutely impossible. There are 0 historical records. Not a single mention in any Chinese text. No documentation, no construction records. Nothing. It's as if someone erased this massive project from history. The precision is insane. Walls align within 2 degrees across huge distances. Uniform chisel marks cover every surface in the same diagonal pattern. The deepest chambers are pitch black, yet they're decorated with thousands of parallel lines carved with machine-like accuracy. These caves have survived 2,000 years of floods, earthquakes, and wars without a single collapse. And here's the final mystery. Where did all the rock go? 1 million cubic meters of excavated stone, and there's no trace of it anywhere. 6 impossible structures. 6 unsolved mysteries. From the temples of Turkey to the caves of China, ancient people accomplished feats that make our modern engineers scratch their heads in disbelief. These aren't myths. These aren't legends. You can visit every single one of these places today. They're real. They're standing. And they're forcing us to ask uncomfortable questions about human history. Maybe ancient civilizations weren't primitive. Maybe they possessed knowledge and technology that we've lost. Or maybe human history is far stranger, far older, and far more advanced than anything we've been taught. What do you think? Were ancient people more advanced than we believe? Drop your theories in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through the impossible, smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. I'll see you in the next one.